Hiya, Scrappy Peeps! Suzanna here today to share with you this floral layout for the May A Cherry on Top monthly hop. So the theme this month is flowers. So I am scrapbooking, memory keeping flowers as well as using flowers in this process. So I have some flowers, photos of flowers in my garden this spring, and I am using my favorite new dies from Elizabeth Craft Designs. They're the postage stamp dies. I did a blog post with these dies in my traveler's notebook. No, in my travel album with these same dies, and I am using them again here. I like the stamped edge that it gives. It gives texture to the pages, and so that's why I'm using those. So I'm using the dies in various directions. Some are horizontal, some are vertical, and I'm using all four sizes of the dies, and I'm only using the postage stamp. So with these dies, you get 3 layers. You can have the frame, a large frame, a small frame, and then the stamp, the postage stamp. And I am working with the Indigo Bloom collection from Uniquely Creative. They're an Australian company. I have the 6x6 paper pad as well as the Creative Cuts. They're florals that go with those, and they are sticker backed, either vellum. They're really kind of more of a, it's not vellum, it's more of a, well, I'm going to say that they are vellum, but they're also, some of them are more of a, like a newspaper, a fine rice paper would be the word, and they're sticky backed. So I'm trying to get a nice mix of the pinks, the blues, and then that more purpley color that is there to go with the photos that I've got. And so this ends up being kind of an asymmetrical grid layout, a broken grid, because of the way that I lay this all out. And then I break up that grid with some of the floral stickers. So I have, you can see that lighter purple floral, sort of tone on tone. Here I have this it's navy, but it's kind of a purpley blue, also a tone on tone. And then I'm going to go with, so I'm going to cut a pink out of the same paper as I have for that floral, but I really want something different. So there's that same pink from the multicolor floral. I like that multicolor floral because it pulls all of the colors together. But this feels really washed out. So I've got that pink stripe there, and I think I'm going to go with that. And I decide to do that on the horizontal because I need a few more bold horizontals to go with this layout. So there's all my bits and pieces there. Little do I know that I actually want a few more bits and pieces. So I've already moved my Big Shot off the table. So I will end up doing all of the rest of the cutting off the screen here. So I've pulled a few of the florals ahead of time that I want to use. I don't want them to be too much because I want to keep the emphasis on my actual floral photos, but I also want those florals to just sort of integrate everything in together. I want one of these non-photo rectangles to be light enough that I can do my journaling, and then I want another one to be able to house my title, and then the others are just going to be decorative. So as part of the 6x6 paper pack, there are some tags and cut aparts and things like that that come with this collection. So you can see here that I have 2 of the color coordinated ones. There are some green ones as well. And while I have green in the photos and I'm actually going to stamp with green, I don't actually use green paper. And so I don't actually want too much green in the paper. So I have committed to these elements. Nothing is stuck down, so I'm going to go ahead and stick everything down. And that's always the scariest part for me because I can never make it look the same stuck down as I actually created it before I stuck it down. What I should do is take a picture, and I know this, right? I've been creating long enough that I should know this, but yeah, no. So these are stickers, the creative cuts. They're vellum or rice paper sticker cuts. It takes a minute to figure out getting off the backing without, and it's not that you ruin it. You just have to be careful getting the backing off. And it is a clear backing. So I will warn you that you definitely need to make sure that hits the trash can, because I've found 2 of those already, the backings, because I didn't put them directly into the trash can. So just gluing that all down, you can see the nice mix of horizontals and verticals. These dies are not all exactly the same shape. So you can see in the top right, once I put that picture of the lilac down that I'm about to put down, it's not exactly straight edges, and there's a little bit of a gap there, but it's not super obvious because of the texture of the stamps. And so I just let it be. It doesn't bother me. These tags, I'm not entirely sure where they're going. I just know that they're going, and so I play with them a little bit. But I like that this is an asymmetrical grid. You can see the diagonal motion created by those florals from the top right down to the bottom left. And then there's that, I'm going to call it, I'm not sure what that is, that flower. It looks to me like a water lily, but it's, well, the bluey purple could be water. And so there's that diagonal line there, but then we also have these 2 bold outlined flowers that are at the top center, and then that bottom right there that just kind of integrate it all together and make it more cohesive. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up the top there, which just melds into that pink a little bit and creates, closes off some of that white space. If you know me, you know I like white space. I don't have to fill it all, but I also need the gaps to be consistent, if that makes any sense. So we've got those in there. I did hole punch them, but I don't end up putting ribbon through them. I wondered if I might do that later on, but it really doesn't need anything else. It starts to get too busy otherwise. I don't feel that I need to use all the things. So these are the Maker Series Field Note Stem Sketch Stamps from Arden Creative Studio. And I knew I wanted to put just a splash of green on here. I wanted to use these. These are subtle stamps, especially that drawn outline. And so that looks perfect there where I want to do the journaling. And then I just want to add a little bit to the real looking florals, not the sketched looking florals. Again, just to add just a little hint of green. It's a complementary color rather than a dominant color in the page. So I'm going to use a Post-it note to just mask out the little bit of the stamp that I want. It's super subtle. You'll see it when you see the close-ups of this page. And then I'm also going to use the butterfly as well in that floral, multicolor floral in the top left-hand side there. So this is part of the monthly hop for A Cherry on Top. So those of you who've been around a while will know that if you leave comments at each one of the blogs, each is an entry to win a $25 gift card. So please leave comments down below, whatever nice things you have to say for me. And then also be sure to check the description box where I have linked all of the other design team gals and what they have decided to do. So earlier I mentioned that these are multi-layered dies, so you can see there that I have used all 3 layers on that particular spot there with the blue. It takes away some of that super high contrast and allows me to put journaling in there. I hope you've enjoyed this process video. Thanks for stopping in today. Enjoy the close-ups. Come back again soon. Take care.